Good morning and Jai Hind children. I welcome you all in today's live class of chemistry. Children, as you know that we are discussing the chapter acids, bases and salts. Is it? And in previous class, I have started the topic uses of acids. And I explained you the important uses of hydrochloric acid. Is it? So, today I'm going to discuss the uses of some other acids. And that second acid which we will discuss today is sulfuric acid. As you all are very aware about the hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, these are the mineral acid. Is it, children? So, we will discuss the sulfuric acids are used for what purpose. Okay, so it is one of the most widely used chemical in industry. Mainly the sulfuric acids are used in different industries. And the main uses are, the first one, it is used to manufacture fertilizers. Alright children, as you know very well, the fertilizers are the substances which we use in our fields. Okay, which provide certain nutrients to the crops. So, most of the fertilizers are made by using sulfuric acid. So, the first use of sulfuric acid is to manufacture fertilizers. Alright children. Now the second use is in automobile batteries. Children, you must have seen the batteries are used in different vehicles. Is it? So, in those batteries, sulfuric acid is present, which is used to generate the electric current. Okay? Now, the next one is to manufacture detergents. Sulfuric acid are also used to manufacture detergents, or you can say that it is used in detergent industries. Get it, children? The detergents which we are using to wash our clothes. Okay. Now the next use is to manufacture drugs, plastic, paints, etc. In these materials, also the sulfuric acid is used in certain medicines, okay, in plastic materials and in paint industry. The sulfuric acids are used. And the next use of sulfuric acid is to manufacture several chemicals like copper sulfate and Epsom salt. Got it, children? The copper sulfate, which is a blue color substance, a blue color liquid that you might have seen in your chemistry lab. Is it? And Epsom salt, the chemical name of this Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. Okay, and it is also used in laboratories. So Epsom salt indicates that magnesium sulfate. Epsom salt is the common name, whereas the magnesium sulfate is chemical name. So to manufacture these chemicals, also sulfuric acid is used. And now one more use of sulfuric acid is in textile industry. In paper industry and in leather industry. Got it, children? So in these industries where the textiles are made, cloths are made, paper industries and the leather industries, sulfuric acid is an important substance which is used there. Okay, so these all are the industries where the sulfuric acid is used. Okay, children? Now, come to the next acid and we will discuss the uses of that acid, and the acid is nitric acid. Okay. Children, as I already have explained that hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid are the mineral acids. Okay, so the main function of this nitric acid is to manufacture fertilizers. In certain fertilizers, nitric acid is used. As we have discussed, sulfuric acid is also used to manufacture certain kind of fertilizers. So just like that, in some kind of fertilizers, nitric acid is also used, like ammonium nitrate. Okay, children? Now the second use is to manufacture explosives. To manufacture explosives, children, like TNT. Children, TNT is the kind of explosive, and the full name of this TNT is trinitrotoluene. And this TNT is a kind of explosive. Okay, and also the nitroglycerine. So the nitric acid is also used to make the explosives such as TNT and trinitrotoluene, which is the full form of TNT, and the nitroglycerine. Alright, children. Now the next use of nitric acid is to prepare Aqua Regia. Children, remember that in previous class I have explained you about Aqua Regia. It is a mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Okay, and it is mainly used to dissolve certain metals like gold and platinum. So the next use is to, yes, prepare Aqua Regia. Alright, children. Now the next use of nitric acid is to extract some metals from their ores. Children, do you know about the ores? The ores are impure form of the metals. Okay, and the pure metals obtained from these ores. And in this extraction of the pure metals from their ores, nitric acid is one of the important chemical which are used to, yes, which are used to obtain the pure metal from their ores. Alright children. Now the next use of nitric acid is to purify precious metals like silver and gold, as silver and gold have certain impurities, and to remove these impurities from silver and gold, to purify them, nitric acid is also used. To purify precious metals like gold and silver. Okay children, so I hope that you understood these all uses of nitric acid as well as sulfuric acid. Okay children, now after that I'm going to discuss the answer of oral questions 1. Okay. And the question number 1 is, acids are sour. That you know very well. The acids have the sour taste. Okay, children. So, can you name two acids that you can actually eat to enjoy the sour taste? Children, understood the question? Here you have to write the name of two acids that you enjoy to eat. The sour taste of those acids. Okay, so you can say that the acetic acid and citric acid. Acetic acid and citric acid. These are the names of two acids whose taste you enjoy. Because you know that the acetic acid is found in vinegar and the citric acid is present in all citrus fruits like lemon, orange and all. Is it? And you enjoy to eat these sour taste of the food materials. Alright children? Now the question number 2 is, why are acids not stored in metal containers? Understood children? Why are acids not stored in metal containers? Children, the reason you know. The reason is acids are corrosive in nature. Okay, corrosive means that it damages the substances in which it is kept. So this nature is termed as corrosive nature. So acids are corrosive in nature and the strong acids can corrode even metals like iron and aluminium. So that is why acids are not stored in metal containers. Otherwise it will damage the metal containers. Got it? Now the question number 3 is, Name two substances that have different colors in acidic and basic solutions. Understood, children? You have to write down the name of two substances, yes, that have different colors in acidic solution and basic solutions. And what is the general name for such substances? So children, remember that we have discussed about the indicators, is it? And litmus paper and the methyl orange. These are the two indicators, these are the two substances, okay, that have different colors in acidic solution and basic solution. Got it? The litmus solution or litmus paper, you can say that, and the methyl orange. These are the two substances that have different colors in acidic solution as well as in basic solution. And the general name for such substances is acid base indicators. These are known as, yes, acid base indicators. Got it, children? Okay. Now, the next question number 4. Children, the question is, in which reaction of acids is their acidic nature cancelled out to produce a neutral substance? And what is the neutral substance called? So children, please understood the question first. In which reaction? You have to write down the name of reaction. Okay. In which acid gets, yes, cancelled out their nature of acid and produces a neutral substance. So what may be the name of the reaction? It is neutralization reaction of acid. Alright children? And their acidic nature is cancelled out to produce a neutral substance, and the name of this neutral substance is salt. Okay, so you can say that in neutralization reaction of acids, their acidic nature is cancelled out to produce a neutral substance, and the neutral substance is called salt. Okay children? Now, question number 5. Question number 5 is, acids are either mineral or organic. Children, remember that we have discussed the two kind of acids, mineral acids and organic acids. Okay, so here the same one is given, acids are either mineral or organic. So what is the difference between these two acids? So simply here you will differentiate the mineral acid and organic acid. Okay children, so come to the differences. Organic acids, they are naturally occurring acids and present in animal and plant products, is it? And the mineral acids like hydrochloric acid, sulphuric acid and nitric acid, they are known as mineral acids. So this one is the first difference between organic acid and mineral acid. The second difference is, organic acids are normally weak acids, okay, and the mineral acids are normally strong acids. Got it children? So these are the differences between organic acid and mineral acid. So I hope that you understood all the answers of oral question. So you will write the answers in your notebook and I will provide you the answers in form of documents. Okay children? Now I'm going to start the next topic of the chapter, and the topic is types of bases. Okay, because here our first part of the chapter is going to finish, that is acids, and now I'm going to start about the bases. Okay children? So we already have discussed about the bases, And now we will discuss about the types of bases. Children, as we have discussed the types of acid as strong acid and weak acid, is it? So just like that, the bases are also of two types: strong base and weak base. Alright, children? Like acids, there are strong and weak bases also. Strong bases such as sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is an example of strong base. Okay. The another example of strong base is potassium hydroxide. Okay, children. So these two are the examples of strong bases, and they are corrosive and can burn the skin. Got it, children? Now, the example of weak bases are magnesium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. These two are the, yes, example of weak bases: magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, and the copper hydroxide also, you can say that. Okay, children, strong bases and weak bases. These two are the name of strong bases and these are the names of weak bases. Got it? Now, after the types of bases, now we will discuss about the properties of bases. Okay. Children, there are different properties of bases. Some are physical properties and some are chemical properties. Okay, children. So, some physical properties of bases are like the bases are hydroxides of metals. This is one of the property of bases. They are hydroxides of metals. Okay. The second property is they have bitter taste. As the acids are sour in taste, so bases are bitter in taste. Okay. The next physical property of bases are they turns red litmus blue. And remember, children, the acids turns blue litmus red, whereas bases turns red litmus blue. Got it? So the first property is, yes, they are hydroxides of metals. Alright, children? And the second property is they have a bitter taste. And the next one, they can turn red litmus blue. Okay. The next property is they have a soapy feel. Alright, when we touch the bases, so we feel that, yes, soapy on our hand. And the basis reacts with acid to give salt and water. This is also one of the important property of base. Got it, children? Now, the sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide, they are some most commonly used bases. What are the most commonly used bases? Yes, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. And the third one is calcium hydroxide. Children, these are some commonly used bases. Okay, and they are soluble in water. Got it? So the bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. What they are called, children? Yes, they are called alkalis. Okay, so you can say that water soluble bases are called alkalis. Alright, water soluble bases are known as alkalis, and some bases are not soluble in water, so they are not alkalis. Got it? So all the alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Got it? Because all the bases are not soluble in water. Some bases are soluble in water, only those are known as alkalis. And we will henceforth use the term base for both bases and alkalis. Got it? So base is a common word which is used for alkalis as well as bases. Got it, children? Now, ammonium hydroxide is a commonly used alkali, and it is the only base which does not have a metal atom in its molecule. So children, you must have to remember this. Ammonium hydroxide, and the formula of ammonium hydroxide is NH4OH. Okay children, this is the only base that does not have the metal atom in its molecule. Get it? And instead of a metal, it has ammonium group in it. This NH4, this is the ammonium group. So you can say that this base is not made from metals, it made from ammonium group, and this is only the one alkali. Got it? So children, please remember this. Ammonium hydroxide is only base which does not have the metal atom. Get it? Now, so these are the some physical properties of bases. Now,